Hello and welcome to the jungle garden in Denmark. Even though it is springtime now and there are some very clear signs of it, the situation here in the garden is almost the same as in the last video, because we still have risk of frost. We had -2 degrees Celsius last night, or yesterday morning it was, and this morning we had -1 degree, so we still can't remove the winter protection. We have taken all the lids off, and that's all, and the tree ferns have been unwrapped, except for some straw in the middle of the crown, and that's really all we can do at the moment. But the damages that were clear last time in the last video are even more clear now, now that it is just a little warmer. So let's take a look at that. The Phyllostagus bamboos are doing okay as always. Apparently they can handle whatever the winter's throwing at them. You just have to contain them because they are invasive. And in our case here, we have planted them in a barrel with the bottom cut out, so the roots can go down, but they can't really get out to the side. So if they do, they're easy to cut off. The only one that's not doing so good is the black one, Phyllostagus nigra. If I can zoom in, as you can see, it doesn't look too good. And it has been looking a bit miserable for the last few years, and this winter hasn't made it any better, so that might be taken out. I don't know yet. I have to find something to replace it with. All our Trachycarpus wagnerianus, like that one, has taken a beating, I think, this winter. They don't look too good, and it's strange that they do worse than the Trachycarpus fortunei, because they've got stiffer leaves. So I would have thought that they could handle an ice cold wind from the east a lot better, but apparently not. Next to it, we've got our biggest Trachycarpus fortunei, which already last time looked a bit miserable with brown leaf points, and now they are growing brown all over, as you can see. But it's only the side leaves. The ones in the middle still look good, and there are new leaves on the way, so I'm pretty sure that this palm is going to be all right. In the front here we've got Fatsia japonica, variegata, and as always it's looking good now that we've got some few degrees plus. I think it's 5 degrees today. The middle of the plant doesn't look too good, but that can be removed and then it'll be good as new, as always. So I'm not worried about that. And here is another Wagnerianus that looks really miserable, but the middle shoot is still solid. I mean, you can't pull it out, so I guess it is alive. It's strange that it looks so bad because it's tucked in between winter protection boxes and other plants, but apparently that hasn't been enough for it. And here is a Fatsia polycarpa green fingers, and generally they don't do very well in our garden during the winter. As you can see, there is a stem behind it that has completely gone, but that little shoot in the foreground has apparently done quite well, which surprises me. But to the left of me, where I'm sitting now on my scooter, there is some big winter protection boxes, and that is towards east. Excuse me. So I guess it has been very protected from that ice cold wind we had from the east. That wind is the killer. I don't know if it's possible to see because I'm a bit against the light here, but this is the eucalyptus tree that did the best on the last video, And now the leaves turn brown on that one as well. So it doesn't look too good, but it's still better than the others. You can just see a branch poking out behind the box, and that is just completely browned off. So I don't know if they're dead or alive, not yet. And I think it's safe to say that this Euphorbia stygiana has succumbed to the winter. It might shoot from the root, but I'm not really sure. It looks very miserable. And the same for that fascicularia bicolor, I think it's called bicolor. That doesn't look too good either. But then we've tried that, and we know what to avoid in the future. And yes, here's another Wagnerianus. Looks just as miserable as the other one. And I think it's really strange because the other palm trees, the other Trachycarpus fortunii, well, they have been damaged, but I'm pretty sure they'll survive. I'm not sure about those Wagnerianuses. They all look miserable. And in here in the middle we've got Trachycarpus nova. They should grow really fast, but it has been put back because of the cold winter. And we still haven't tested it for spearpool. It might not be a death sentence. We have palm trees here in the garden that has survived spearpool, but of course it's not good if it happens. Here is our Chamaerops humilis, and it has done very well. That clearly should have been protected. I didn't think it should be necessary. We haven't done it before. And it's tucked in between a big bamboo, as you can see, and this roof over the yuccas. And then there's a bamboo hedge right behind it towards the east where the wind came from. But clearly that wasn't enough, because if I pull in the middle shoot, you can see it just comes right out. And I know that is not necessarily a death sentence for the palm, but it is just so ugly looking, so I think it's going to go. I don't want to look at it. What a shame. But then we know that in the future. Nowadays they need protection too. The loquat tree is doing really well. Doesn't look very affected by that crazy winter we've had. And it hasn't really had any protection. Yes, a little around the trunk. I can see it's got a lean to it. We did have some winds from north because it's leaning towards the south now. So I think we'll have to give it a sort of a stake or something like that. And see if we can get it up right again. This is the fig tree, and I must admit I'll be surprised if that has survived, because it was already poorly before winter, because we moved it. And I can't really see any new buds on it, but I guess it's still early, so we'll have to wait and see. Then we have a big Paulownia tomentosa here, which will be cut down or coppiced, or well, we cut them down. We have started to cut them down to a meter or something like that. This one has become multi-trunked. I think we'll have to cut some of those side branches off, but it's still an impressive plant. And then we have one of our magnolias, grandiflora, which also has been pushed by the wind from north, as you can see. So we'll have to stake that as well if it's possible. But it has taken the winter with no damages at all, as you can see, with the beautiful leaves, that golden underside, really pretty. Here is another group of palm trees in different levels of misery. It's another Trachycarpus fortunii down here that doesn't look too good. The Fortunia, sorry, I meant Trachycarpus wagnerianus. The Fortunia in the back is not looking so good either, and I haven't checked for spear pole yet. But it has been a really hard winter for the garden, and you can see anything that has been exposed to the winds from the east, like this bamboo, has been damaged. The bamboo hedges, you can see, has also been damaged by the wind in the top. So I don't know if we'll just cut it like it was a real hedge or something, and then I guess they'll shoot again. This is Mahonia soft caress that has taken a beating from the wind, and it doesn't look really too good, I think. I don't know if I can cut off all the brown stuff. There's still some green down the bottom, and then it might shoot out again. I don't know. We'll have to wait and just try and see what happens. And as you can see, this group of palm trees that has been very exposed to the to the east, where the wind came from, has really been damaged. I haven't checked it for spear pole yet, but you can see the palm in the background behind it is looking a lot better. So that little shelter that palm tree in front has given has been enough. The other Magnolia grandiflora we've got is a bit more damaged than the other one, but it's just the top, so I guess I'll just snip that off, and then it'll grow on as it has done so far. Down here we've got Acuba longifolia, and the Acubas are just doing so good. No problems with those ever. Right next to it is the big Fatsia japonica, and as always there are some really ugly leaves that I'll cut off, and then it will look as good as new. There's never any problems with that, and it's out here completely unprotected. In the New Zealand bed there isn't much to talk about because most of it is still winter protected, but there is a Scheffler taiwaniana where it is so low so we can actually see it, and it looks pretty good. So I guess that all the plants that has been protected has done okay. And this is what the eucalyptus trees look like. I am not sure that they're still alive when they look like that. This is the Australian bed, and that's the only plant left. Normally they do okay in winter, but not this one. That wind was just too much. So we'll probably have to find out what else to get. This was a Eucalyptus neglecta, and it should be fairly hardy, but apparently not hardy enough. And now that it has warmed up a little, you can really see the damages on this small bamboo Sasacurensis. But I guess you can just cut off the brown leaves and it'll shoot again. It is pretty vigorous. It wants to get out in the world, and it does spread even though it's planted in a tub. So I don't think it has died just because of this. And in the background there's the Acuba with the variegated leaves, doing just fine like last time. That is an incredible plant, nothing kills that. And here is another Trachycarpus wagnerianus that looks really miserable. It hasn't spear poles, but it's really strange that they have taken so much damage this winter. And another ugly looking Trachycarpus wagnerianus. That's apparently a general thing this year. We are getting ready for the yearly cleanup of the pond. We use the Easter holidays for that. And I hope that next time, the next video, everything will look a little better. That all the brown stuff has been removed, and all the winter protection boxes are gone as well. We'll just have to see. Thank you for watching.